Letitia James is spiraling.
Oh, come on, we're in a house of God. First, simmer down. Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
I've been doing almost daily updates on the New York Attorney General, and it looks worse for her every single day. Again, just a year ago, you could say that she was the face of accountability, depending on where you are in the political spectrum. But in New York, she went out there, she tried to go toe-to-toe with Trump, she tried to go toe-to-toe with Wall Street, corporate greed, it's kind of things that you expect a Democratic Attorney General to do. But now she is fighting for her political life, her legal reputation, and even her freedom. She's not just battling in court, she is requesting everyday people for $25 donations while sitting on a $10 million taxpayer defense fund. This isn't just a bad couple of weeks. It's the slow motion collapse of a woman who built an entire brand on law and order only to get caught up in a web of lies, loans, luxury jets, and desperate fundraising pleas. So buckle up because the receipts are in and it's not looking good for Tish. Let's get into it. So on May 13, 2025, the New York City Department of Buildings, the DOB, closed a complaint that blew a hole in Letitia James' narrative about her beloved Brooklyn brownstone. For over 2 decades, she claimed her property was a 4-family home, not 5. Why? Because that number 4 unlocks all sorts of perks: better mortgage rates, access to federal assistance programs, cheaper insurance, and fewer legal hurdles. But the DOB's final ruling confirmed that what the whistleblowers and investigators have been saying for months, that 296 Lafayette Avenue has always been a 5-unit property. And guess what? She has been reporting wrong on purpose since 2001. That's not just a little fib. It's a 20-year con job dressed as a real estate listing. It's like claiming your old Toyota is a limited edition Rolls Royce and then acting shocked when someone checks the VIN number. Letitia didn't just fudge the numbers, she cooked the books and served them cold. Listen to me right here. Letitia James misrepresented the unit count on every single mortgage she signed for over 20 years. We're talking false statements to banks, insurance companies, and the federal government. It even gets worse because when she signed sworn DOB applications under the penalty of perjury, calling it a 4-unit building, so either she lied for decades to secure lower mortgage rates and skirt higher insurance premiums, or she's been illegally occupying a non-compliant building for over 20 years. Either way, that's not just a clerical error. That is potentially slow-cooked fraud. And we cannot forget about the residents in Virginia. In August 2023, Letitia signed a sworn power of attorney stating that she intended to make a house in Norfolk, Virginia, her primary residence. And that wasn't just a casual decision that allowed her to qualify for, again, more favorable terms on the mortgage that she otherwise wouldn't get. But just 6 weeks later, she was back in Manhattan kicking off the Trump trial with the cameras flashing. Let's be real. She never moved. That wasn't her primary residence. It was a paperwork play to lock in the lower interest rate, a trick that can land a regular person in prison. And if it wasn't bad enough, from all the things I've just mentioned, it gets worse. She's also facing heat for private charter flights paid with public funds. Why does this sound so familiar? Why so many people are into this? So between 2020 and 2021, her office spent over $41,000 on charter jets, flying to places like Martha's Vineyard and Puerto Rico. No contracts, no justification, no transparency. It's like the Tiffany Hanger starter pack. Pay taxpayer money, hop on a luxury ride, and pretend you're doing the God's work while sipping on overpriced champagne 30,000 feet in the air.
Somebody going to jail.
These public officials are allergic to flying commercial, as if the TSA is beneath them. Letitia's out there playing Jet Set Barbie on the New York's dime, while being an elected official automatically comes with platinum perks. Meanwhile, regular folks here in New York could barely afford an MTA swipe. When the funding dried up, her campaign stepped in to pick up the tab, cutting the same jet company another $12,000 check in 2022. Now it looks like she blurred the line between public duty and personal luxury. While all this is unfolding, she's still asking the public to donate $25 to help her defend democracy. The entitlement is wild, and she's still asking for $25 donations like she's broke. Spoiler alert, she's not broke. Let's talk about this text. So it says right here, just yesterday, Trump attacked me on live TV in the Oval Office. This is a coordinated effort. Can you rush a $25 donation or more right now to help me defend the rule of law? So this message just reads like a gaslighting wrapped in a GoFundMe campaign. Like, be honest, she's not broke. She got the $10 million from the state budget, taxpayer money sitting in a legal defense fund, yet she's hitting up everyday New Yorkers for some couch cushion change like she's down bad or needs to borrow some lunch money. You're not defending the rule of law, you're defending yourself from the law. And how dare you make it sound like it's a national emergency when you got ghost mortgages, charter flights, and 5 doorbells on a 4-family lie. She is using fear-style tactics to crowdfund a legal disaster of her own making. People in New York are struggling to pay rent, buy groceries, ride the damn subway, and Letitia James is asking them to bankroll her courtroom cleanup crew. She's out here texting like some kind of Nigerian prince with a Wi-Fi access. No, Letitia, you don't need that $25. You need a lawyer and a reality check, preferably in that order. Isn't that something? James' campaign is out there texting New Yorkers, begging for donations, while sitting on a $10 million tax-paid fund for legal defense. That $10 million slush fund was quietly tucked into the 2025 state budget. It was no oversight, no receipts, no invoices, just a blank check from the people of New York with zero accountability. She's literally double dipping. And the people footing the bill, they don't even know they're already paid. The same person that built her career off taking Trump to court for inflating the assets and hiding the records. But now she's being investigated doing the same thing. And again, why public funds are being used for a private situation? Why are the taxpayers paying for personal stuff? This is a personal matter. This has anything to do with her capacity as an attorney general. This is all stuff that she's doing on her off time. So why are we, the taxpayers, funding this? So it's not just one scandal, it's several scandals. It's a full-blown unraveling of nonsense. Letitia James' life isn't just falling apart, it's being peeled back layer by layer, exposing a career that may have been built on the same deceit that she once condemned. From the false mortgage documents to the unreported loans to the charter flights, residency games, and a taxpayer-funded legal war chest, every new revelation chips away at this myth of Letitia being the lawbringer, being the one that's actually standing up for the rights of the people. Yeah, sure. And now the only question left is, will the justice system that she weaponized fully come for her? We're going to see about that. Because right now, I think her strategy is about trying to sue Trump as many times as possible. I mean, how many has it been at this point? Every week she's suing Trump over something else. I think her strategy is to expose Trump as someone that's doing a whole bunch of illegal things, a whole bunch of negative things, and she's a victim of trying to bring that to light. She believes that she's going to find either if it's a jury trial or a judge that is going to side with her and give her a break on these issues to make it seem like this is all just a clerical error. And she didn't really mean to do all these stuff. But look at Trump. He's the bad guy. I think that's her strategy. I think it may not be the best strategy, but who knows what's going to happen when this stuff actually goes to a judge, it goes to the court system. Who knows what's going to happen? Letitia James may not even go anywhere. But I think her reputation has definitely taken a significant hit because a lot of these things is really difficult for her to explain. It can't just be a clerical error. This is too many issues for that to happen. Will the courts allow her to slide? If she is found guilty, I'm assuming she has to lose her law license. She can't be attorney general. So a lot is on the line here. But we'll continue to follow this story. And if you have any comments, put in the comments below. We are so crazy close to 100,000 subscribers. I don't know how long it's going to take. It may take a few more days. It may take a week. It doesn't matter. We're almost there. We're at 99,000, I think. Amazing. Appreciate everyone who subscribed. If you want to support more, obviously we got the Patreon. If you want to subscribe to my email newsletter, that's also in the description box below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.